Yeah.
I'm going to transfer you to Frankie.
Frankie?
Yep, one
Perfect.
moment.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. This is Frankie.
Hey, Frankie, how are you this afternoon?
I'm excellent. How are you? Who am I speaking with?
My name's Tim. Yeah, thinking about running some ads on the radio.
Tim? Okay. Tell me a little bit about what you have, what you do.
Sure. So, a couple of things. Kind of two separate conversations here. I'm interested in running an ad for myself. I have a small media production company. I do websites, I do graphic design, I do social media posting, and I do video production as well. And so, down the road, I probably want to run some of my own ads to the tune of probably like $3,000 over 3 months, I think is what I'm willing to spend for myself. In the meantime, I am wondering if I'd like to build a relationship with you guys, right? What I want to do is for my clients, I want to roll in radio advertising as part of the service that I offer. And the way I see it, the best that I could possibly do is say, hey, Mrs. Jones, I know we've got you on Facebook, we've got you on Instagram, we got your website going, you have your Google business listing going. We're thinking about some mail flyers, but don't forget about radio. And if I could set it up to where I can pay for one commercial and time it right so that they can hear it, that I can get them to bankroll more commercials, it's good for both of us. That's really what I'm trying to track down.
So you're an agency. So so basically for referring, we give you a rate and then you upcharge it to whatever you need, correct?
Something like that, yeah. I haven't actually ironed out the details, but yeah, something like that. And so
Okay.
you know, I think you guys probably have in-house editors and broadcasters and stuff, and either you guys can do the voice narrating, or maybe I bring her in and I send you guys an MP3 file or something. I'm not exactly sure about the details just yet, but yeah, I'd like to be able to kind of tickle the fancy of one of my potential clients and say, hey, listen, tune in to Magic and listen between 4 and 5 today and hear your advertisement. And I want them to be able to hear their ad on the radio, and that's going to convince them to go ahead and spend another couple $1,000s between the both of us. You know what I mean?
Right. I know what you're saying. So we have different programs. If to say it's going to be playing at a certain time, we put it in the system, and then we can give you. It'll run between 6A to 7T, or different things like that. So it just kind of depends. It depends on what sponsorship you buy, of when the ad will run. And also it'll depend on too, are you wanting the 10-second ad, you want 15-second, or 30? So those are my three I would have to offer you.
Sure.
It depends on how much information you're wanting people to know about them.
Sure, yeah. So I reckon probably a 10-second ad, and if I had to guess, you guys probably have blocks, right? You probably have AM prime time, PM prime time, Monday through Friday, and then you probably have some kind of package that's like, we'll do 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 4 days a week, and then 1 on Saturday or something like that. And so that's what I probably am going to want to do for myself over time, because I still believe in radio. My old man was a radio disc jockey, and I just believe in radio for myself.
You sound like a DJ.
I've been doing radio before.
Voice.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. You're not the first to tell me that. And so
when I first heard your voice, I'm like, you got a radio voice.
well, I appreciate you. And so again, I'm hoping to build a relationship with you guys. I'm new to the area. My wife and I just moved here to the Western Slope. We've been here about a year now, and I'm just barely getting plugged into my community, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's awesome. Where'd you move from?
Iowa.
Iowa? How did you find Grand Junction?
She got a job offer at the college. We're actually in Glenwood Springs.
Oh, you're in Glenwood Springs.
We are in Glenwood Springs, yep. And she got a job offer at the college there, and it like doubled her salary overnight. So we're like, oh, we're going to Colorado. Here we are.
And how did you hear about our radio stations?
I Googled radio stations in Glenwood Springs, and then I found a website that then listed off, 2 or 3 dozen broadcasting networks in the area. I clicked, and there it was, and here I am, and so I found KMGJ, Magic 93.1.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. So, is your business in Glenwood, and is her business in Glenwood?
Right, yep. So I'm in Glenwood, and I service mostly Grand Junction to Aspen, basically everything along that I-70 corridor there. And
Yeah, that's a big. Yep.
it is. Half of what I do is remote anyways, you know what I mean? Half of what I do is remote. But every once in a while, somebody wants to pay me to make them a commercial. I do video production as well. And so every once in a while, I'll go out on site and I'll do a commercial for them. But most of what I do is remote. And so it kind of works for me to be able to do it this way.
So you make like TV spots for them, or like for Facebook or stuff?
Yeah, so social media. So I do posts on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Basically, I build brands. Actually, is what it's turning into. That as I kind of niche down, I found that here I'll just give you the Reader's Digest version, right? So imagine any business, so like a flower shop or a fence builder, right? If I search flower shop near me, the top 1 and 2 results, there's nothing I can do for them. They already have a fully fleshed out website and a social media and an Instagram, and they've got all the reviews and everything. But the 3s and the 4s and the 5s, those guys usually have a link to a broken Facebook page, and I have to kind of track down an email or a phone number for them. But those guys, when I search flower shop, the number 3, 4, and 5 positions, those guys, I come in, I take some pictures, I design some logos, I build a website, I get their social medias going, and I do this, consistently across the board to help establish a brand and get them from their mom and pop brick and mortar store into the online world. And every once in a while, someone will pay me to do a full e-commerce breakdown, and I'll get their Shopify account set up and stuff. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of the niche that I'm in, where I help small businesses grow, and I think I can help them with radio as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have 10 radio audiences. I don't know if you knew all 10 of them. And I can send you a media kit so you can look at it.
Absolutely. Now we're talking.
Yeah. So I'll send you a media kit, then you can see that. And then it'll be a map of the areas that we hit. And we also have in your area KGLN, which is Conservative Talk Radio.
Perfect.
That comes off of KNZZ as well.
Love it.
But it hits Basalt, Carbondale, sort of the Aspen corridor, and then Glenwood Springs and Rifle.
I love it.
And then I also have radio stations that is in the Grand Junction area, and we have, all 10 of them that hit the Grand Junction area. But here's the cool thing, too. If you have people in Delta, that's only 30 miles from Grand Junction. Even with those audiences, you'll be talking to those as well because they hit that frequency as well, too.
They do. And so let me give you an email address, and then you can forward me some correspondence.
Okay.
Yeah, going to be tim.singlestar, SINGLESTAR, tim.singlestar at iCloud.com.
It's tim.singlestar, SINGLE, and then STAR.
Yep, just like one star up in the sky, a single star up in the sky. That's me.
Single star. I like it.
That's my name. My daddy gave it to me.
I love it. Single star. You're a star.
Hey, look.
Hey, what would be a good cell phone number for you?
Sure, area code 509-828-9653.
Okay. So basically, you're a marketing agent, is what you are.
I am a marketing agent. Yep, I'm small, I'm growing, but boy, I tell you, I've learned a lot of stuff. I'm going to grow pretty quick. I don't think there's really anybody else out here in the valley that does what I do.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, absolutely. So when we, there's people that are looking to grow their business, and that's what we do is with radio, is we help them. Do you do any digital?
I do mostly all digital, yep.
Like, when I say that, like impressions and geofencing and...
Yeah, exactly, yep. So I took a course on Coursera a Google certified course on e-commerce and digital marketing, and that really changed the way that I'm able to do what I do. So now I can do the analytics, the impressions, all of the stuff that the people want to know to be able to justify their ad spend.
Right. Right. And then when I send you this media kit, it's going to basically be all the stations, where they go. Now, as far as, your rates, because you are an agency, I just need to, my GM is not here. So I'll see if I can get that for you, because you're kind of wanting spot rates, right?
More or less, yep, more or less. And I'm open to interpretation on a lot of this. You know what I mean? As far as trying to push my clients into radio as a package, as part of a package, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to pull it off. I haven't ironed out the details yet. I just know that it's a good idea, and I want to figure it out together.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I totally understand. And Tim, what is the name of your business?
Single Star Media Group.
Single Star Media Group. And if I Googled it, I could find you?
Yep. You might put Single Star Media Group, Glenwood Springs. I only in the last couple of years did I get my tax ID and register with the Secretary of State and build my own website and stuff. This was kind of a side hustle for a while that all of a sudden started paying some bills. So I'm still in the process of doing my own SEO. But yeah, you can find me on Google.
Sure.
And then you could visit my website as well if you'd like, timsinglestar.com. That's my website.
Singlestar.com.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let me get that to you. I'm going to give you myself. My name is Frankie. It's Frankie.
Frankie.
And I'm going to give you my cell phone number so you have access to me. 970.
Stand by 1 second here. One little second. Frankie. 970.
261. 2338.
2338. Frankie. Frankie.
Yes, sir.
Frankie. KIE. 970-261-2338.
That's correct.
Perfect. I love it. Well, Frankie, this has been a good phone call. I'm looking forward to your info packet.
Absolutely.
I'll take a look at it. We'll go from there.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you for reaching out. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Have a good afternoon.
You too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was cool.